welcome everyone. Now let's take a look at the second task of day 02 practice. So in this task, you are asked to write the program for birthday. You create a class named birthday and declare the following variables with the appropriate data types. The variables that you need to declare are name, birthday, birth month, and birth year. And then you need to display the birthday of the person in the following format. For example, if this is the given name, and those are the given birth year, birth month, and birth year, birthday. And then your output at the end, it should be John was born on April 25th, 1995. Of course, after April, there should be a space. After the day number, there should be comma and space. And then after the year number, then you should have a dot at the end, right? And of course, this John here, it came from the variable. The variable's value is John. That's why it should be displayed as John. Of course, if the variable's value was Aaron or Yulia, then we would have a different name on the console. So whatever the concatenation that you did at the end, it should be reusable with any values of those variables. If I update the values of those variables, then the concatenation, it should also give me the updated values at the end. So in this class now, I will create my main method first and then declare the following variables. So to declare the variable name, I can use the data type string because I need the name of the person as a string of text, right? So for now, I will use the same exact example data, which is John. So this is my string variable. And next variables that I need to declare, they are this birthday is integer. So here I can declare int variable named birth year, birthday. Okay. So let me give the same value for now, which is 25. In the example data, it was 25. Okay, after the birthday, next is the birth month. And it is asking us to pass the name of the month for the birth month, right? So therefore, when I declare the variable birth month, it should be string. So this is birth month. And I can give April for the birth month. This was the example data. And after the birth month, lastly, it is the birth year. I need to include the number. So birth year is going to be number. So I will declare this variable birth year and give the number 1995. Okay. So suppose that those variables are given, they already contain some data. Next, we need to work on the concatenation part so that we can get this expected output at the end. So first thing that I want to display is the name of the person. So in this print statement, first I can pass the name of the person. And then afterwards, I will concate some string of text such as the person was born on this month, right? So I need to include the string of text was born on, right? And whatever the birth month is, next I need to concate it, right? Birth month. But if you notice here, I did not give the space between this word was and after this word on. So which means now what happens is right after the name John, there isn't even a space. So it printed was born on. And after this on, I also do not have space. Then it printed the month. So if you are missing the space, then you are not going to get those space characters on the console. So make sure that you give those missing spaces. And after the birth month is given, next we need to give the space and then give the birthday, right? So after this birth month, which means you need to include the space, and then you could give the birthday. Okay. If you don't include the space, if you don't concate the space, of course you are not going to have this space on the console. That's why I included the space. And after the birthday, then you have a comma and space, those characters that needs to be concated next. So here I will include, after this birthday is concated, I will include comma and space, right? And then lastly, I can give the birth year. Birth year. So now if I run the program, you see, this is what I end up getting, right? So this was our expected output. Of course, there's also needs to be a dot at the end. So to include that dot character, of course, you can also concate this dot character. Okay. And this concatenation that you did here, it is reusable as to any data that those variable has. So for example, if I change the name to Yulia and birthday to, for example, 15th of May and 1985. Okay, so when I run the program this time I will get the information of Yulia. It will display Yulia was born on May 15th, 1995. So this concatenation, since it's using the variable, since it's concatenating the variable, whatever the values assigned to the variable, those values will be displayed on the console.